How about the inflation level?
Well, inflation level, our projection is 3.6% for 2023, and then 3.0% for 2024. The softer inflation expected rate is driven by our expectation that energy prices will be more stable next year. So that is the sort of fundamental that we are thinking, that the inflation will be managed. It will be, this is a little bit on the higher edge of the target band for 2024, which is between 1.5% and 3.5%. But we consider that its level is both manageable and then also reasonable. Yeah. So I think it's a good.
Still very maintained well.
Maintained, yes. I think the inflation rate is being maintained. Of course, there is a downside risk from the potential depreciation in the rupiah, and then also the trend in the food prices. That is
trend
up.
in the food prices.
So that is kind of putting the mild upward pressure for the inflation. But however, this can be managed.
So it's the cost push inflation you see,
Yes,
rather than the demand driven inflation from Indonesia side.
Yeah. Well, and then also the potential. Of course, if you talk about the downside risk, there are different potentials. For example, another further global supply shock disruption for different geopolitical issues that is taking place. Yeah.
Okay, Jiro. 2023, your expectation, the inflation level will be around 3.6, and 2024 in 3.
3.0, yes.
Quite a gap of 0.6%. What did 2023 challenge has that makes this quite a gap of 0.6% for our inflation level? Is it the cost push inflation because the global supply chains that's been disrupted because of the geopolitical tension, or what do you see?
Well, or
climate change, probably, the El Nino and so on.
Well, yeah, El Nino and so on, yes, I think that is another potential. That is sort of the potential cause for the global disruption in the global supply, which would have some implication on the potential inflationary pressure. And then also it is going to rekindle or reignite the energy and food security challenges for the country like Indonesia.
Okay. How do you propose that in the next year, 2024, Indonesia as an emerging nation can restore the strength of its economy, but also having this coexist with the energy transition plan, Jiro?
Well, I think it is now imperative that any effort in economic growth and restoration go hands in hand with the energy transition efforts. I think it's a long-term effort and then also very complex efforts that needs to take place. Maybe a couple of points I can mention is that need for the long-term strategy, and then also have the encourage country to decouple the economic growth from the greenhouse gas emission. Also, we have to make sure that the energy access to energy is uninterrupted because of the productivity, and then also for the well-being of the people. And then also there is an opportunity for Indonesia to capture the new industry for the green and sustainable technology like batteries and others, and Indonesia can strategically place itself to be the leader. And then, of course, finally, this is a long-term effort, so commitment and leadership is going to be very, very important to see us through this long journey.